Alrighty, is this kind of destiny so far? So let's talk about this story real quick. Real interesting meme here a little bit. So Buccaneers go 7-9 in 2019. They draft an offensive tackle with the 13th pick. Then they draft a defensive back in the second round who's named after a dad. Then they go and win the Super Bowl in their home stadium. So that's, what led up to the Bucs winning the title. And, if you want to talk about coincidences, well, the Chargers are just right on pace with exactly what the Bucs did on their build up to the Super Bowl win. So here we go. The Chargers, they win 7-9 in 2020. They drafted an offensive tackle with the 13th pick, exactly like what the Bucs did. They drafted a defensive back in the second round who's named after a dad, Asante Samuel Jr. And guess where the Super Bowl is being played this year? SoFi Stadium, the Chargers' home stadium. So who knows? Maybe this is kind of the formula to win. They've cracked the code. And we saw just how great Justin Herbert was last year, folks. I mean, breaking all those rookie records, looking real clean. Let's get his official stats up. I want to say it was like 65% completion percentage, 4,200 yards, 22 touchdowns. It may have been 13 interceptions, maybe a little high, but let's get a definite number on all of his stats because they were absolutely fantastic this season. Can he make that next step so quick? A new head coach. We know they got rid of Anthony Lynn at the head coaching position. Just couldn't really win the games close. That was their kind of big downfall. So here we go. Justin Herbert last year, 66% completion percentage, 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 10 inter. Oh my God, what a year. Yo, what a year by this man, truly. So, hey, I mean, an absolute stud of a first year, rookie year. I mean, folks, you can't get better than that. Folks, you truly can't get better than that. I don't even know if a quarterback that had a better year than Justin Herbert, just kind of overall. Yeah, just Josh Allen had like 69% completion percentage. Aaron Rodgers had 70, but folks, 33-1 touchdown to interception ratio, 4,300 yards. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just absolutely astonishing rookie stats, folks. That's all you can say about it. So if this kind of meme is true of following what the Bucs did in 2019, the Chargers following in their footsteps almost to a T, and we'll see if they can kind of take the next step. But a definite kind of big kind of hurdle to overcome this season is the new head coach. Is he going to be able to kind of come in year one, pick up, exactly where they left off, folks, last season? They didn't get a lot of wins last year, went 6-9, but when we look at their schedule, we can go to their schedule real quick. Games and schedule. Just close games. Here we go. The loss, overtime. Their first loss, it's overtime against the Chiefs, 20-23. Then they lose to the Panthers, 16-21. Then they lose to the Bucs, the Super Bowl champions, by only one score, 38-31. We'll take that. The man threw 3 touchdowns against that Bucs defense. We'll take it. I know it's early on in the season against that early Bucs team, and that early Bucs team wasn't good, but we still got to give the man a little bit of credit there. All right, and then another overtime loss, this time against the Saints. So they go into overtime against the Chiefs. They go into overtime against the Saints. They almost beat the Bucs. They're competitive with the Bucs. They lose against the Saints 30-27 in overtime. Once again, that 3-point loss. Then they get the win against Jacksonville by 10, double-digit win. That's what we love to see. But then they lose by 1 against the Broncos. They lose 31-26 against the Raiders. They lose by 8 against the Dolphins, 29-21. They finally beat the Jets. Yes, sir, put up 34 points. Look at that, points, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 347 yards by Justin Herbert, 75%. Folks, this is a rookie quarterback we're talking about. He's just absolutely fantastic. But then they're back to losing against the Bills, 17-27, their first double-digit loss of the season. They lose against the Patriots, 45-0, a really fluke game. We got to kind of just, alrighty, that was a bad one. The Patriots weren't even good all season. The Chargers weren't great all season. They were still losing games, but they were competitive. Just kind of this fluke week 13, not a huge game. Justin Herbert didn't play great. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 of his 10 coming from one game, folks. So really, we can kind of adjust his total a smidge to 31 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. And I mean, now we're starting to get up to 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Absolutely freaking fantastic. But then even better, folks, they just close out the season. After getting blown out by the Patriots, they flip the switch and they win their last 4 games of the season, beating Atlanta by 3. Beating the Raiders by 3 in overtime, finally getting that overtime win, geez. They beat the Broncos by 3, and they beat the Chiefs by 17 points. Granted that the Chiefs rested everybody week 17, but at the end of the day, you went and did exactly what you were supposed to do. So fantastic. Winning your last 4 games, absolutely building that winning culture coming into the season. Unfortunately, oh no, and they had the head coach, because didn't they fire Anthony Lynn kind of halfway through? Is that correct? When did they fire Anthony Lynn? Was it at the end of the season? It may have been at the end of the season. I don't know if I can look at that quickly. When did, let's see if we can Google that quickly. Because if he got, fired, midway through the season, those last 4 games are with, the interim head coach, maybe not the new head coach. So in January 4th, so that was after the season, yeah, unfortunately. So, this new head coach is going to be kind of the biggest factor working against this Chargers team, but everything, Justin Herbert, if he's ready to take that next step, and man, oh man, just look at some of these completion percentage games, 80% on 25 throws, 71% on 49 throws, folks, 63% on 44 throws, 65% on 44 throws, 66% on 42 throws, 75% on 49 throws, folks. Oh my goodness. Even 59% on 52 throws. I'll give them that. Yeah, why not? We're obviously not counting this Patriots game. 49% on 53 throws. Now that we definitely can't get behind, all right? But then, back to 81% on 44 throws, folks. 71% on 31 throws. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. So the infrastructure is there, the quarterback is there, and let's see if these draft picks pan out as good as the Bucs draft picks of the offensive tackle at the 13th pick and the defensive back in the 2nd round. If the Chargers picks can kind of mirror what they did, make it win the Super Bowl. How crazy is that? Chargers, Justin mother-loving Herbert, folks. What a season. What a rookie year. Fantastic.